Whoa! Oh, look! Get back, everyone! Whoa! Oh, no! Ah! Oh! Wow! Oh, things have been crazy lately, everyone. No exaggeration. For the last 24 hours, I've had hundreds upon hundreds of people flocking me in the streets, trying to break into my house like, oh, Ian Carlisle, aren't you one of the guys who had your name appear in Cybertronian text in Transformers Bumblebee Cyberverse Adventures Season 4 Episode 1 from the 3-minute 24-second mark to the 3-minute 26-second mark? And I've been like, yes, guys, that is me, but I promise I'm just human. But they've been like, oh my gosh, sign my baby, please take my house. Anyway, that's the bit I'm doing. I'm pretending like I'm a celebrity. It's pretty clever, it's pretty funny anyways. For those of you who don't know, Transformers Cyberverse came back with a surprise 4th season to wrap up the story, consisting of 2 44-minute specials, the equivalent of 8 episodes. The first of which aired yesterday on November 6th, and the second of which will come later this month to end the series. I watched it in the morning, and a little later in the day I was scrolling through Twitter because I hate myself, and I stumbled upon a tweet from world-famous YouTuber Comodin. I'm literally internet friends with this man. I've been in his videos. I should probably learn how to pronounce his name at some point. But anyways, he tweeted, wow, I made a cameo in Season 4 of Transformers Cyberverse. I'm at the top of the signatures. I'm overwhelmed and in disbelief. I can't wait to review this episode. But like, in his accent, like his juicy accent, like,
wow, I made a cameo in Season 4 of Transformers Cyberverse. I'm at the
For the people who aren't nerds and don't know this, Transformers has a Cybertronian equivalent to English, like A equals this symbol, B equals this symbol, kind of the same thing that Star Wars has, Star Trek has, etc. And the name at the top of this chart translated to Comodin Cam. Now I was scrolling through the replies, and that's when I saw someone who translated the rest of them. Comodin Cam, Ultra Primal, Dragon Keeper, Thra Adams, Rodamzn Primal, Ian Carlisle, Jillian Jones, Hanks for all the review. We love you guys. A few spelling mistakes here and there, but overall a nice thing for the Savak team to include. That blew my mind, because my name's Ian Carlisle. When I first saw all of the names have one letter slightly misspelled, my initial assumption was like, oh, maybe they can't say the real names, so they just did like one letter off for all of them. But considering that the thanks you guys was also misspelled, it was probably just some sort of translation error. To be on the same list as some of the Transformers YouTube greats like Thu is just fantastic, Thu and Thu. Now, I'm not nerdy enough to translate this for myself. I hate nerds. I think we should beat all of them up for sure. But I'll take this person's word for it because everyone else seems to back it up. I can't verify this is what it says, but that's what everyone else says. And that's just so cool. Just from a personal level, I spent the whole day just incredibly excited. One of my lifelong dreams has been to have a TF Wiki page. And I know I've never said this before, but I promise this is not a retcon. This is a thing I've always wanted. I don't want some average Joe to just like make a Ian Carlisle page. I gotta earn it. I gotta have my name associated with some sort of official Hasbro released Transformers media. And while as of the time we're recording this, I don't have my own page yet, my name's on the TF Wiki now, and it's like linked to my YouTube channel, so it's definitely me. It wasn't a different guy actually named Ian Carlisle. Like it most likely was me. I'm wondering who was responsible for this. Was this something that the writers came up with, or was this done by a post-production team or animators? It's also kind of crazy to me. Back before the show had even come out, when Randolph and the boys were making their tweets promoting the show for the first time, they were working on Season 3. So I would assume that this Season 4 special went into production maybe when Season 2 was coming out, which means that they most likely only saw like these people's Chapter 1 reviews, Chapter 2 reviews. That was my initial assumption, but on the other hand, I didn't rebrand this channel to Ian Carlisle until 2021, this year, which retroactively seems to imply that maybe they did this list within the last few months. I have no clue. I don't know who is responsible for doing this, but it was just really, really nice. And everyone who got name dropped was just so happy. So to whoever was in the Cyberverse team and decided to do this, it was just neat. It was just kind of cool. What's dramatic to me is that a lot of my Cyberverse reviews were kind of negative. Like, I like the show overall, but I definitely criticized a lot of it. So it's like really scary to think that they watched this. Bumblebee, as presented in this opener, is just a bratty child who inflames every single situation they're in. And this, Bumblebee's radio voice made me want to drop a radio into the bathtub with me in it. And these first 4 episodes are among the worst things to come out of this series and are so poorly structured and inconsistent with their use of characters. I hopefully they just like weren't paying attention during those parts. Like maybe a microwave went off and Gavin Hignight's like, I'll go get the popcorn. And you know, Randolph Hurd's just like looking at his phone like, oh guys, there's news today. Did you see the news? There's news happening. Dan Salgarado's like, oh my god, there's news. Zach Atkinson's like, oh my god, I haven't seen news in a while. And I'm just looking at the news while I'm saying all this stuff. That's my hope. That's my son. I can't really associate with any of you. Oh. And lastly, because I've already had a few people ask, I don't think I'll have time to review Cyberverse Season 4 in 2021 because I'm currently wrapping up Season 4, Episode 5, Truck Not Monkey, of my Transformers animated revival. I'll have a teaser coming later this week, and also TFA Mysteries, which is my little research series. I'll be rounding both of those out in December. We'll see what I can do in 2022. Just because I'm a world-famous celebrity now doesn't mean I wouldn't appreciate financial support, you know? I mean, I don't even have a camera with a flip-around monitor, so every time I film a video, I just have to, like, guess where my head's gonna be. Okay, so it hit, like, here. So that's the... Okay, here. Keep my arm, like, there. So anyway, here's a Patreon. Follow me on social media. Thank you to my Patreon supporters. And, like the subscribe button. Subscribe to the video, everyone. Awesome. I'll see you later.